Hello, this is Ben with Easy Online Income Streams, and I'm setting up this video to talk about how to choose keywords for your website. And to look at this from a really simple perspective, there's basically two different routes you can go. You can either target highly competitive, high traffic keywords, or you can target low traffic, less competitive keywords. So I'm just going to come up with something here off the top of my head that we can kind of get an example going with. Let's see here. All right, I'm looking around here in my office. I see a space heater. Oh, let me just type in space heater. Now, space heater is as odd as this sounds. Space heater, it's a very direct, short keyword. And it's going to be, there's a lot of competition here. And I mean, I can tell that because what I'm looking at is kind of a lot of the big dogs. I see, here's a Lowe's, Home Depot, Amazon, Walmart, Target, Consumer Reports, Best Buy, Sears. I mean, these are kind of, big dog URLs here. So, I mean, just kind of tying this in, let's say you had a website set up and you were going to focus on selling space heaters. If you try to build your website around, this term, space heaters, this is what you're competing with. I mean, you're competing with Home Depot and Walmart and Lowe's and all these other big guys. It would be absolutely amazing if you could rank your website for that keyword, but I mean, but getting there is going to be a really, tough uphill battle just because there's so much competition. So what you do instead is, if instead of targeting just the broad term space heaters, you want to get like a kind of a subcategory for it. And here's an example. Instead of just space heaters, let's get a little more specific and say, okay, let's say most energy. Let me see, I think I'm spelling it wrong. Energy, okay, here we go. Most energy efficient space heaters. I'm going to type that in. Okay. Now, if you look here at the results, we've kind of gotten away from, Walmart and Lowe's and Target and Consumer Reports and all those really, really big dog websites. And now we're talking about, these are kind of some smaller things. Gadget Boy, Hub Pages, here's some kind of review on 6 energy saving space heaters. I mean, this website here is probably a lot like the one that you and I would build, to sell products online. I mean, here's one. I mean, this is the 3rd ranking result right here. I'm talking about this one right here. 3rd ranking result for most energy efficient space heaters. And I mean, man, this article's from July of 2014, so I mean, it's over a year old. So what I'm trying to say here is, instead of going after a really specific term like space heaters, if you get more specific with it, then you're going to have much less competition. So look at it this way: you could try to rank your website around a single term like space heaters and be fighting tooth and nail against all these big dog websites. Or instead of going after a single term, what if you had like 10 more specific terms like this, more kind of like these subcategory terms, sort of like most energy efficient space heaters. If you had 10 of those and you ranked your website for 10 of them, across a bunch of blog posts and articles and stuff, to me, that's much more effective, and a better use of your time and energy than, trying to fight these big guys. So, how to find the best, keywords for your website? Well, one, you can kind of just do a search like this within a search engine, just to kind of, size up what your competition's like. The other way, and what I use is kind of a keyword tool. And I mean, this, it's not a pitch for this by any means. There's a lot of different stuff out there, but what I use is this keyword tool called Jaaxy, Jaaxy. And again, my internet's kind of slow as I'm recording this, so bear with me here. With a keyword tool like this, it kind of helps you to see visually sort of, what the traffic and the competition level is like for different keywords. I'll go ahead and log in here real quick and just kind of give you an example. This is, some old searches I was doing for an article I was writing. So I'm just going to start with that same keyword tool. Let's see, we did most energy efficient. There we go. Space heaters. All right, let's see what the results of this look like. Maybe this won't take too long for the search to come back. All right, just about there. Okay. All right, so I typed in most energy efficient space heaters up here, and what it gave me is the results of that term, which is this top one here, and also a lot of similar ones. So I'm gonna let me click a few of these here and kind of get an idea what the competition level's like. So I know you're not familiar with this specific tool here, Jaaxi, but a lot of these keyword tools work the same way. They'll give you a traffic number, basically an expectation of the amount of traffic you can get, and they also tell you the amount of competing websites. Here's the thing, I don't know how this acronym QSR means the competition level, but looking at this second line, looking at this second line here for best energy efficient space heaters reviews. I know that sounds like a long term, but here's the thing. Looking at those numbers here, basically if you were to rank on the first page for this term, you would get 32 visitors to your website each month. So I mean, that's not bad, one a day. And then here's kind of the cool thing is this third column here, QSR, what this actually means is this is the number of competing websites that are out there for this keyword. So what that means to me is with only 3 other people out there competing for this specific long tail keyword, that means it's going to be very easy to rank for this specific search term. So again, just putting this in perspective, instead of going after space heaters, if you were to go after, this one here, that's going to give you 32 a month, this one here, that's going to give you 48 a month, and let's jump down to this 5th one here, that's going to give you 32 a month. And again, they're going to be easy to rank because there's only 2 competitors here, there's 7 competitors here, and 3 competitors here. Rank those 3 terms across 3 pages of your website, and there's, I can't do the math right here, but it's a little over 100 visitors a month right there just off of 3 keywords. So again, the whole point here is instead of going after keywords where all the competition is, such as space heaters, again, Home Depot, Walmart, Lowe's, instead of going after keywords where all the competition is, instead, be a little more strategic about it and go where your competition is not. And you can easily rank your website on the first page of the search engines with very little trouble and very little competition. So that's the point of this article. Go where your competition is not, and it's going to be far, far easier to rank your website. If you are curious about this keyword tool I am using here, Jaaxi, I've got a review on my website. I'm going to put a link down below this video so you can check it out. That's it. That's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you get some value out of this so you can rank your website quickly and easily. Thanks for watching.